Welcome to Time of Death. This video is for informational purposes and in no way meant to glorify or condone violence. In today's video, we'll be discussing the murder of Manuel Haro. Haro was shot and killed on Tuesday, June 11, 2013 in the 8400 block of Ventura Canyon Avenue in Panorama City, according to LA County Coroner records. Alondra Salinas, Kimberly Alexis Garcia, and Miguel Alberto Esquivillas were subsequently arrested and charged with the murder. The following is the evidence at trial. On June 11, 2013, defendant Miguel Esquivillas walked up to victim Manuel Haro and shot him several times in the chest. The victim died from those injuries. The shooting was the culmination of a feud between members of the 818 clique of the Wicked and St. Diablo street gang. In years prior, the victim and his best friend James Posey, defendants Esquivillas and Kimberly Garcia, had been friends. All four also belonged to the 818 clique. However, in the months leading up to June 2013, the victim and Posey had a bit of a falling out with defendants Esquivillas and Garcia because one, defendant Garcia believed that the victim and Posey had something to do with the death of her brother the year before. Two, defendant Esquivillas had loaned Posey $250 that Posey never repaid. And three, the victim had expressed romantic interest in defendant Alondra Salinas, despite Salinas' romantic involvement with defendant Garcia. By early June 2013, the rift between the two groups of former friends had become public. The older homies overseeing the Wicked and St. Diablos directed defendant Esquivillas and his friends to handle the problem and gave him the okay to kill the victim and Posey. On June 11, 2013, defendant Salinas and Garcia drove defendant Esquivillas to where the victim was hanging out, and after defendant Esquivillas put several fatal bullets into the victim's chest, they drove Esquivillas from the scene of the killing. 9 days after the shooting, on June 20th, 2013, defendants Esquivillas, Garcia, and Salinas called another 818 clique member. On speakerphone and within earshot of Posey, all three chimed in to say that they had killed the victim and were gonna come and kill Posey. On June 26, 2013, defendants Esquivillas and Garcia robbed two people at gunpoint, Rivas and Lares. When they robbed Lares, defendant Garcia was carrying a knife and defendant Esquivillas asked Rivas for his gang affiliation. Among the items taken were Lares and Rivas' iPhones. Defendants Esquivillas, Garcia, and Salinas were arrested on June 27, 2013 in a gold Toyota Camry. Garcia was driving, Salinas was the front seat passenger, and Esquivillas was seated in the rear passenger seat. Salinas had Lares' iPhone in her possession, but had reprogrammed it to show that it belonged to her. 6 weeks later, defendant Garcia called defendant Salinas' mother from jail. Salinas' mother said that Salinas' attorney had told her that a witness had seen two girls and a guy get into a car that looked like Garcia's gold Camry after the victim's shooting. Salinas' mother chided Garcia, saying, "I told you guys needed to change your guys' routine." The people charged all three defendants with murder, Esquivillas with being a felon in possession of a firearm, all three defendants with making criminal threats to Posey, Esquivillas and Garcia with the second-degree robbery of Rivas, Esquivillas and Garcia with the second-degree robbery of Lares, and Salinas with possession of stolen property. The case proceeded to a joint trial in May of 2015. Following the trial, the jury returned mixed verdicts. The jury found Esquivillas guilty of first-degree murder, being a felon in possession of a firearm, and both robberies. It acquitted him of making a criminal threat. The jury found Garcia guilty of first-degree murder, making a criminal threat, and both robberies. The jury found Salinas guilty of second-degree murder and receipt of stolen property. It acquitted her of making a criminal threat. The jury found all the gang and firearm enhancements true. As to Esquivillas, the court imposed a total sentence of 37 years and 8 months plus 75 years to life. As to Garcia, the court imposed a total sentence of 12 years plus 50 years to life. As to Salinas, the court imposed a total sentence of 40 years to life. Both Salinas and Garcia successfully appealed and were later released on time served. Manuel Haro was 20 years old at the time of death.